Hello everyone and welcome back. It's going to be a while, or not it's going to be a while. It's been a while since I did a video like this where I'm just sitting down talking about something. We're going to be back in the Firewood Academy again. It's been a while. We're going to be going over how to measure a cord of wood. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So wood is sold to consumers by the cord, and if you've never purchased wood before, you might be wondering what a cord of wood actually is. Moreover, since firewood is rarely sold by the full cord, there are certain considerations worth keeping in mind when you want to find the best value. Number one, know the dimensions and volume of a full cord. A full cord is also referred to as just a cord, and it's a stack of wood that measures 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and 8 feet long. And the total volume of a full cord, if measured correctly, should be about 128 cubic feet. Note that the exact amount of solid wood in a cord will vary by the size of each piece, but most full cords of firewood average 85 cubic feet of solid wood, and the remainder of the volume is taken up by air. The entire stack should be about 4 feet deep or wide, and you should either have 2 rows of 24-inch long pieces, 3 rows of 16-inch long pieces, or 4 rows of 12-inch long pieces. And one of these rows will be referred to as a face cord. Number 2, compare the full cord to face cords. The face cord is the next most common unit of measurement, and it refers to any stack of wood that is 4 feet tall and 8 feet long. Doesn't matter how long the pieces of wood in it are. There is no single agreed upon length for the pieces of wood in a face cord. On average, most people will cut their firewood to 16 inches in length. This is 1/3 the depth of a full cord if it's 16 inches. Other lengths can be used, however, so you'll need to make sure that you find out how long the average piece in a face cord is before you make the purchase. While the face cord is the most common terminology used to describe a stack like this, stove cord, furnace cord, run, and rick are also used to refer to the same thing. Number 3, familiarize yourself with the thrown cord. A thrown cord or loose thrown cord is a rough measurement of volume of wood that has been tossed or dumped into a truck or trailer rather than stacked into neat compact piles. A loose thrown cord, let me see where I am. I got ahead of myself in my notes. A loose thrown cord should take up about 180 feet of space as is. And the idea is that when it's stacked, the total volume of wood would equal about 128 cubic feet, or the volume of a full cord. A thrown cord takes up approximately 30% plus or minus more space than a stacked cord. A typical pickup truck with a 6-foot bed is 54 cubic feet when the wood is level with the top of the bed and stacked, and an 8-foot bed is 81 cubic feet when the wood is heaped and stacked. So remember, a thrown cord takes 30% more space than a stacked cord. So a 6-foot bed of thrown wood holds about 30% less wood than if the wood is stacked, and an 8-foot bed holds about 45% less wood if the cord is thrown rather than stacked. This usually applies to This usually applies to pieces of wood that are between 12 and 16 inches long. When the pieces of wood are sold in 2 feet lengths, the total volume of the thrown cord should be about 195 cubic feet. That's a lot of wood. Well, a lot of space. It's not a lot of wood. It's the same amount of wood. A lot of space that it'll take up. Number 4, learn about green cords. A green cord refers to a measurement that was taken before the wood was seasoned and split and dried. As such, the current or dried volume can be much smaller than the indicated volume by up to almost 8 cubic feet. The green cord volume should be about 180 cubic feet if loosely stacked, or 128 cubic feet if neatly stacked, just as you would expect a seasoned cord of wood. And just before I continue, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I've got a fan running, or well, not fan. I've got a heater running next to me. It's about 28 degrees out today, so I am sitting in the barn. The 855 is outside. I'm sitting in the barn in front of the fan because it is cold in here. But I'm comfortable. So when green unseasoned wood is dried, like I said before, the wood shrinks by about 6 to 8%. And firewood sellers sometimes measure and price their merchandise by the green cord instead of the full cords or loose cords as a way to make up for the money they would otherwise lose from the shrinkage of the wood. And number 5, watch out for measurements that cannot be compared to full cords because it'll be hard to tell how much you're getting. So sometimes a dealer might try to sell wood by rough measurements like truckloads, piles, carloads, or pickup bed loads. And measurements like these are not regulated, and they can be difficult to compare, so you might end up getting far less wood than you paid for if you trust them. Some states within the U.S. even have banned the sale of firewood by measurements that are not based upon a cord. Number 1, look before you buy. If possible, avoid buying wood by telephone or online. Visit the supplier's yard yourself and make your own measurements. Measuring from the stacks of wood you plan on purchasing is the safest way to know exactly what you're getting. If you cannot measure the wood yourself or see the wood before you buy it, at least go through a known seller with a positive reputation. After you receive the wood, take your own measurements and make sure that you were not cheated. Number 2, verify the length and height of the pile. Take a tape measure or a yardstick to the seller's yard and measure the length and height of the entire pile. For both full cords and face cords, the pile should be 8 feet long and 4 feet tall, and for full cords, it should be 4 feet deep as well. The exact length and height, they can vary when you purchase a thrown cord, but you should still measure the dimensions and compare them to the dimensions listed by the dealer. And number 3, measure the depth of the firewood pile. So this goes along with if you're buying a full cord. Take the tape measure or yardstick and measure the depth of the pile. Measure the average log length, not the longest or the shortest piece of wood. For full cords, the depth of the pile should be about 4 feet. And for thrown cords, the depth of the pile should bring the volume to about 180 feet when multiplied by the length and height. If you're purchasing a face cord, keep this measurement on hand so you can use it to calculate the full cord value. I hope you all enjoyed the video and learned something new. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and check us out on Facebook at Outdoors with A&T. And we've also got a Patreon page with 3 different membership options, so don't forget to go check that out as well. So, I'll see you all soon. Until next time, bye for now.